Hey guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to be learning how to make this bustier dress with an asymmetric yoke. It is detailed, beginner friendly and very easy to understand. So if this looks like what you really wish to learn, please watch till the end. And if this is your first time on the channel, please click on the subscribe button and also don't forget to like, share and drop a comment. So now we are going to go into the pattern drafting proper. So the first thing we're going to go ahead to do now is to draft on the pattern paper, after which we'll go ahead to transfer it to the main fabric. And when drafting on the pattern paper, you'll be drafting on fold. So here I have my paper on fold. The first thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to draw a straight horizontal line at the top like this. This line is going to be serving as the shoulder line. Once I'm done doing that, I'm going to go ahead to insert my shoulder measurement divided by 2. So my shoulder is 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. I'll go ahead to mark it like this. Once I'm done doing that, I'll be coming down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope and mark. Then from those points, I'm going to go ahead to insert my armhole depth, which is 8 inch. Once I'm done doing that, next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to draw the armhole depth line like you see me doing in the video. I'm going to go ahead to label this part as the chest line. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to insert my vertical measurement. So I'm going to go ahead to place my tape rule starting from the shoulder line like this. Then I'll go ahead to measure my shoulder to bust point line. So the shoulder to bust point measurement I'm working with is 10.5. I'll go ahead to mark it. Then shoulder to under bust is 14 inch. I'll also go ahead to mark that. Then the shoulder to the half length I'm working with is 17 inch. Once I'm done marking this point, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do is to draw straight horizontal line with my ruler like this, after which I'll go ahead to label the point. So once I'm done labeling my pattern, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to take out the dart. And in doing that, I'll go ahead to insert half of my bust span measurement on the bust point line, on the under bust line and on the half length line. So my bust span measurement is 7.5 divided by 2 is 3.75. I'm going to go ahead to insert the measurement like this, after which I'll connect the 3 points with a straight line like you see me doing in the video. So once I'm done doing this, the next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to take out my dart, and I'll be using 2.5 inch for the dart. So I'll go ahead to measure 0.5 inch on the center panel like this. I'll mark 0.5 inch on the under bust line and also on the half length line. Once I'm done doing that, I'll go ahead to mark the remaining 2 inch on the side panel. So I'll go ahead to mark it like this, after which I'll go ahead to connect the under bust to the half length line using a straight line like you see me doing in the video. So once I'm done doing this, I'm going to be coming down from the bust point by 1 inch. Then I'll go ahead to connect it to the under bust using the curved part of my ruler like you see me doing in the video. So once we're done with this, the next we're going to go ahead to do now is to move over to the armhole area. So we're going to go ahead to tighten the armhole. And in doing that, the first thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to divide what I have on my armhole depth line into 2. So I'm going to go ahead to fold my tape rule into 2 like this to get the midpoint of the armhole depth. Then I'll go ahead to mark. After marking it, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do is to take out the armhole dart of 1.5 inch from the point I just marked, after which I'll connect the 2 points to the bust point line using a straight line like this. So once I'm done doing this, next I'm going to go ahead to replace the 1.5 inch that I took on the armhole area. So I'll go ahead to place my tape rule like this and I'll mark the 1.5 inch, after which I'll go ahead to extend the line with my ruler like this. Once I'm done doing this, next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to insert my bust and waist measurement on the pattern paper. So I'm going to go ahead to insert my bust divided by 4 on the chest line like this and mark. After marking it, I'll go ahead to measure what I have on this dart area and I'll replace it on the side like this, after which I'll go ahead to insert my sewing allowance of 1.5 inch on the side like this. So once I'm done inserting the bust measurement, I'm going to move over to the waist area. So on the waist area, I'll go ahead to divide my waist by 4 and mark. After marking it, I'll go ahead to replace this 2.5 dart intake I took here on the side like this, after which I'll go ahead to insert my sewing allowance. Once I'm done doing that, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do is to connect the sides together with a straight line like you see me doing in the video. So after connecting the side, I'm going to go ahead to draw the armhole for the front of the bustier like this. So once I'm done connecting the armhole area, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to draw the neckline. So I'll go ahead to insert the neck width of 3.5 inch and a neck depth of 4 inch. After which I'll go ahead to draw the neckline like this. Then I'll go ahead to draw the shoulder slope for the bustier I am making. Once I'm done doing this, this is what it is going to look like. The next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to cut off the excess paper I have around the bustier. So after cutting it, this is what it is going to look like. Next, I'll go ahead to turn it over to the other side like this. After which, I'll go ahead to trace what I have on the other side on this part of the paper. So the paper I'm working with is transparent. So I'll just go ahead to trace it out. If yours is not transparent, all you need to do is to repeat what you did on the other side on this side of the paper also. So once I'm done tracing on this side, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to turn it over to the other side. Then I'll go ahead to cut it out. So after cutting, this is what we are going to be having. The next we are going to go ahead to do now is to draw the asymmetric yoke. And in doing that, first you're going to go ahead to open up the pattern like so. Then you go ahead to arrange the side panel on the center panel like you see me doing in the video. So once you're done doing that, the next thing you're going to go ahead to do is to close up one side of the pattern like this. So make sure that the lines on the pattern are meeting, after which you can go ahead to keep it in place with your seal tape or your masking tape. So this is what it is going to look like once you're done keeping it in place. So after keeping it in place, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to start drawing the asymmetric neckline. So and in drawing the asymmetric yoke, the first thing I'm going to go ahead to do is to come down by 5 inch from my armhole area. So if you want it deeper, you can simply come down by 6 inch. After doing that, on the center line, I'm going to go ahead to come down from my chest line by 0.5 inch like this and mark. Once I'm done marking it, I'll go ahead to connect this chest line to the armhole area using the curved part of my ruler like you see me doing in the video. So when doing this, I would advise to use a pencil to do this so that when there's a mistake, you can easily erase it and draw it again, because I had to repeat this process again. So once you're done drawing this part, the next thing you're going to go ahead to do now is to move over to the other side. So on the shoulder line, you're going to be coming in by 1 inch like this and mark. After marking it, you're going to go ahead to connect it to the 0.5 inch you came down by from the chest line. So you place your ruler like so and connect. So I want the center part to have a curve. So I'll go ahead to draw a slight curve like this first on the center area like you see me doing in the video. So once I'm done drawing that curve on the center area, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to connect the remaining part to the shoulder line using the curved side of the ruler like you see me doing in the video. So once I was done doing this, this is what it is going to look like. So I'm just going to go ahead to draw it again so that it will be clearer for you to see what it looks like. Sorry, the pencil I'm working with is not really dark. So I hope this is clear enough for you to understand what I'm doing at this point. So all you need to do is to connect that center line to the shoulder line, making sure that you have a curve on the center part of the bustier like you see on my own. So once I'm done doing this, the next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to go in by 1.5 inch from the center of my pattern like this and mark. After marking it, I'm going to be going in by 0.5 inch on the shoulder line again and mark. Then I'll go ahead to connect the 2 points together. So I'm going to go ahead to place the curved part of my ruler on this part like this, and I'll go ahead to draw a curve because I want this part to have an oval shape. So I'll place the curved part of my ruler at this point like this. Then I'll go ahead to draw it, making sure that I have an oval shape at that point like you see on the video. So once I'm done drawing it, this is what it is going to look like. So this is the oval shape I was trying to achieve by placing the curved part of my ruler like this. The next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to extend the line from this point down to the shoulder line using the curved part of my ruler like you see me doing in the video. So after drawing the oval shape here, the next thing we're going to go ahead to do now is to go in by 2 inch from this part again. So I'm going to go ahead to place my tape rule like this, and I'll mark 2 inch inward like so. After marking it, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to place my ruler like this. So this time around, I'm going to go ahead to turn it this way, not like this. I'll go ahead to place it like this. Then I'll go ahead to draw a line to meet with this point. So the distance between this line I'm going to be drawing now and this other one here is going to be 0.5 inch. So I hope this is clear. So I'm just going to go ahead to place the comfort of my ruler like this. Then I'll go ahead to draw it like you see me doing in the video. So sorry it's not really clear. That's because there's a seal tip at that point. So I'm just going to go ahead to use my marker to draw it so that it will be a little bit clear. So once I'm done drawing it, the next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to extend the line down to the shoulder area like you see me doing in the video. So the distance between this line I have already and the one I'm drawing now is going to be 0.5 inch. So I'm just going to go ahead to connect it to the shoulder line, and this is what it's going to look like once we are done doing that. So after drawing the lines, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to redraw the lines with my marker so that the lines will be very visible. So this is what it is going to look like once you're done drawing. So this part here is going to be replaced by your Ankara fabric, while the other part of the yoke is going to be your lace fabric. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to cut it out. So just watch the way I'm cutting it so you don't make a mistake when cutting yours. So after cutting it out, this is what it is going to look like. The next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to record the yoke part of the dress. So I'm going to go ahead to get another paper, after which I'll place this on it. Then I'll go ahead to record the yoke like you see me doing in the video. So after cutting out the yoke, this is what we are going to be having. The next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to remove my pins. But before then, I'm going to go ahead to notch the center of the yoke like this. Then I'll also go ahead to notch where the smaller yoke is going to be starting from and also where it's going to be ending. So this is to enable me know where to place it when I am stitching it on my fabric. So make sure that you notch it so that you don't place it in the wrong place. So once I'm done notching it, the next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to remove the pins I use in securing the two papers together. So I'm going to go ahead to keep the brown paper aside, after which I'll go ahead to cut out this other yoke I have on this part of the white paper. So after cutting it out, this is what it is going to look like. So you're going to go ahead to place it on the yoke like this. So this white paper is going to be your Ankara fabric. Then the brown paper is going to be your lace or your net, depending on what you'll be using for the yoke of the dress. So this is what you are going to be having once you're done doing this. So I'm going to go ahead to arrange the pattern again on the table for you to see what it looks like. So this is what it is going to look like once you're done arranging. So the back is going to be a simple basic bodice with a zipper allowance and a waist dart and whatever neckline you want to be on the back of the dress. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to cut out my fabric. So I'm going to be using this brown paper is going to be replaced by a net, while the white paper is going to be my Ankara fabric and the main bodice is going to be my Ankara fabric. So in the next tutorial, we're going to be learning how to sew this beautiful piece you see here. So if this video was helpful to you, please don't forget to drop a like and a comment, and also if you're yet to subscribe, please click on the subscribe button and also turn on your notification bell. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next tutorial.